ஹாய் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், வணக்கம். ஐடி தமிழா யூடியூப் சேனலை சப்ஸ்கிரைப் செய்த உங்கள் அனைவருக்கும் மிக்க நன்றி. ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், இந்த வீடியோ உங்களுக்கு பயனுள்ளதாக இருந்தால் இந்த வீடியோவை லைக் மற்றும் ஷேர் செய்யுங்க. இந்த சேனலில் இருக்கிற சப்ஸ்கிரைப் பட்டனை கிளிக் செய்யுங்க. அப்படியே அந்த பெல் ஐக்கானையும் அழுத்தி விடுங்க. அப்போ தான் நான் போடுகின்ற இந்த வீடியோக்கள் உங்களை உடனே வந்தடையும். தேங்க்யூ ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, how is everyone feeling this morning? Feeling good? Yes, that's really nice to hear. Now, by the way, my name is Daria and welcome to the Kings of the Sky show. Now, for centuries, birds of prey have captivated men with their strength, speed and agility. Birds flying all over this arena and some of them right by you. I'm sure you will like that, right? Yes. But before all of this can take place, we would need your help. And when the birds are flying very low above your head, touch them. This is for your safety and for the safety of our birds. Now, in addition, kindly refrain from standing up or walking around as you might distract the other audience. And if you see that a bird of prey is flying towards your direction, all you need to do is duck or move away. This is to prevent obstructing the bird's flight path. Now, snacking is strictly not allowed during our show because our birds, they can be very curious, so they might just decide to come down and share your snack with you. So we don't want that happening. Now, please do be reminded to wear your mask at all times. The Hawk Arena sitting area is a mask-on zone. We do appreciate your cooperation. Now, I'm all set with my ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Are you ready for the show? Oh no, I think you can do louder than that. Let's try this one more time. Are you ready for the show? Yeah! And with that, everyone meet Nelson, our white-bellied sea eagle. White-bellied sea eagles, they can be found throughout Southeast Asia and they are the largest bird of prey right here and right across above your heads. So do watch out for that. Nelson, whenever you're ready, off he goes. Here he comes. Wow! The white-bellied sea eagles are known to snatch venomous banded secrets from the surface of the water's sea snake. So here with me I have a replica. Now keep your eyes on Nelson. It's going to happen pretty quick. He's going to make an... Okay, he's looking around to make sure that it's all clear. Okay, off he goes. In goes the snake, diving down and... Oh, perfect. Thank you very much. So I got my snake back and always use it for the show later on. Now you might be wondering how these secrets or even fish. Well, the answer lies beneath their feet. So you see sea eagles, they have very rough undersides. Oh, he makes his next step. Right over here, Nelson. It's okay. Very, very cautious this morning. Maybe he has seen something that we cannot see, because you see eagles, they have 3 times better eyesight than us to spot with their very sharp eyesight. Right over here. There you go. Oh, off he goes. Nelson, where are you heading off to? Oh, joining us has a very keen sense of smell. It can detect the stench of rotting meat from miles away. So I'm talking about a vulture, to be exact, a turkey vulture. A presented farm from Canada all the way down to the tip of South America. They are the most numerous of vulture species in the world, numbering way over 7 million of them. The turkey vultures, they have a very keen sense of smell, which is why they are usually the first for the other species of vultures to follow suit. Now, even though the turkey vultures are the first, are able to start feasting just yet. And that is because the turkey vultures, they do not have the powerful beak. That's why they will need the help of the other species of vultures following them to help tear it open. Get to his trainer. And at the back there, Titan. There you go. A big hand for Titan, everyone. Our turkey vulture. Now, which bird of prey makes that sound? The sound frequencies will be absorbed by those feathers. But why do they need to be so stealthy? Does anyone know? No? So what do owls hunt for at night? Rats and mice, exactly. Now these rodents, they have a very acute sense of hearing, which is why the owl has to be very quiet in order to catch its prey. And they are also known as the silent hunters of the night. Now, by the way, everyone, this is the Lang, our Malay fish owl. Malay fish owls, they can be found throughout Southeast Asia, and this particular species has actually evolved themselves to hunt for fish, making them very, very unique. And what are you all looking at? Oh, hello there. And the one right over there is Soren, our barn owl. Barn owls are the most common species of owls that can be found throughout the world. They can be found in every continent except Antarctica. And one fun fact about the barn owl is that they have hypersensitive hearing, which means they are able to hunt in total darkness just by listening closely to the footsteps of their prey. Pretty cool, right? By the way, Barang and Sun right here are very, very special to us because they were hatched and raised right here in the Jurong Bird Park. To be exact, they were hatched and raised right over there at the Breeding and Research Center. So after the show, you'll head on down over there to see many more of our other hatchlings. Barang, he is 15 years old this year. Soren, much younger, only 8 years old, but already a fully grown owl. There you go. Now, thank you very much for joining us, Soren. I say bye-bye, Soren. Bye-bye. So we all know that owls can turn their heads to the back, right? But how many degrees can they turn their heads for? Does anyone know? 270, 280, 360, no? Okay. I'm gonna give all of you some options. Okay. Calm down. I'm gonna give all of you some options, and if you think that is the correct answer, just raise your hands, okay? So the first option, 180 degrees. Oh, we have a few hands here and there, okay. About 270 degrees. Oh, a lot of hands, okay. 360 degrees. Oh, just as many hands. 400 degrees? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, the correct answer is 270 degrees. Give yourself a round of applause. Well done. Now, if you guess this wrong, not to worry. Let me just explain why is this so. So 180 degrees, now that is what you and I can do, turning your heads from the left all the way to the right. So you see, owls are capable of much more than that. But 360 degrees, now that is a full circle. And if Barang were to do that, he would actually sprain his neck. So we don't want that happening to him, okay? Barang, why don't you join Soren back inside? Off you go. There you go. Put your hands together for our beautiful owls, everyone. Thank you. Just fact, a gentle reminder for those of you who have just joined us, please do wear your mask at all times. The Ocarina sitting area is a mask-on zone. We do appreciate your cooperation. Now when we think of birds of prey, we often think of them perching high up on the tree or flying high up in the sky looking for their food. But did you know that some of them can actually be found foraging on the forest floor? So our next bird of prey joining us will be demonstrating just that. But before he joins us, we're going to have to set the stage up for him. So right over there, I've dropped a couple of props. In the center, we have a pile of leaves. And right over there on that boulder, we'll have that piece of tree bark. And in addition to all these items, what I'm doing is I'm just hiding some pieces of treats underneath them. And these pieces of treats would actually simulate insects taking shelter in the wild. So I've stuck them on and I'm hiding them as best as I can, because our next bird, he is an expert at foraging and finding all these treats. And with that, everyone, let's welcome Raul, our Santa President, Karakaya. Come on out here, Raul, don't be shy. Where are you? He's usually very, very eager to join us. I guess he's a little bit shy this morning. Hello there. Hi, Raul. Why don't you head on to the rocks? Look at that. Using his flat claws and long legs to overturn the rocks to see if there's anything hiding underneath it. He's already found two. What did I say? He is an expert, right? And the last one, very fast, very meticulous as well, making sure he doesn't leave any rock unturned. Now onto the pile of leaves, what do? Making easy swipes over the leaves to see if there's anything hiding underneath it. Let's try that one more time. Fantastic job. Last but not least, the tree bark. Now check this out, everyone. Using his beak to overturn the tree bark to see if there's anything hiding underneath it. And if the insects were to take off and fly away, platypus the crocodiles are able to make vertical flights into the air to catch it, just like this. Oh, you don't seem impressed. Let's try higher than that. There you go. We can for him. Well done, Ralph. Oh, by the way, Southern crested crocodiles, it can be found in South America. And Raul right here, he has been with us for quite some time. He's already over 20 years old. Oh, fantastic display. He's already here we go. Wow, Rado. Ready? Here it comes. Fantastic. Snatch food in mid-air as well. So Rado, are you ready? Turning around. Here he comes. And wow, pretty impressive, right? Now would you like to see more of that? Yes or no? Yes, and with that, everyone, let's welcome our team of Brownie Kai. I'm going to be tossing out 5 pieces of meat into the air. So let's see if these candies, birds, cats. So let's start off with number 1. Number 2, right over here. Wow, number 3, right over here. Fantastic. Okay, 2 more to go. I'm going to try and find someone. Would you like to try? No? Okay, keep your eyes on the one in the center right there. Wow, and last one. How about you? You gonna try? Here it comes, and 5 out of 5, everyone. Let's give them a big hand. Oh, by the way, these are our brownie kites, and some of you might be wondering, why do they look so familiar? Well, this is because they can actually be found in the coastal regions of Singapore. So some places will include the dairy from Quarry, Chilita, Himalayan griffin vultures. They can be found in the higher regions of the Himalayas. And some migrating juveniles heading south are known to have lost their way and have ended up in several parts of Asia. So Ganges happens to be one of them. He was found weak and dehydrated along the shopping districts of Orchard Road. And that was back in 2005. So we rescued him and nursed him back to great health. Now don't you think he looks very strong and healthy? Oh, there, Ganges, be careful. So he is a survivor. I thank you very much for joining us, Genghis. Why don't you head back in? Over inside. Thank you very much, Genghis. Our Himalayan to the inbox to everyone. And the next group of birds joining us have a very important message to share with them. To see these birds coexist together when feeding on a large carcass just like the one right over there. So you see, vultures, they are very important to our ecosystem because they help to reduce the spread of contagious diseases by feeding on carrion. Now unfortunately, the world's vulture population numbers have been rapidly declining due to several threats such as poaching, deforestation and deliberate poisoning. Good news, in countries such as India, Cambodia and some parts of Africa have already banned the use and distribution of diclofenac, a veterinary medicine which is fatal to these vultures. And on our part, what we can do for these birds is to